but a lot of people wear socks on an aeroplane when they do this, when they sit down for long periods of time to promote blood flow in their feet.
Are we live?
Yeah, you see old people have the socks on as well to prevent that.
What happens if you're on the plane signals 100%?
Oh, we are. We are. Let's go.
You know, we all good over there?
Yeah.
Compression socks, exactly.
Compression.
Okay. Not quite. Well, that is the whole principle. The principle of using compression pipes are to stimulate blood flow. That's what they're scientifically meant to do. Whether they do that or not.
Wait, why could I press the thing even though do you not have a password on this?
I didn't shut it down.
Oh, it doesn't do that. That's sick.
It would be a surgery of some sort.
I have to do it all the time now.
Okay.
Hey, what are you watching?
Next one.
Alex.
Blood vessel. Here's it. I'm slightly losing you. I don't want to talk for heaps longer, but we'll see how we go. Blood vessels. In the form of arteries or arterioles. So arteries are your biggest blood vessels. So they're your biggest one. When they get smaller, usually when diffusion is occurring, they become arterioles. So arteries are bigger. That's the highlighter. Something on the board.
It was smart controversial. So dead, mate. Hey, sir.
Yeah.
Can I go to the toilet, please?
You want to
I won't vape. I won't be vaping in the bathroom.
Well, you can't. They've got vape sensors.
Take one.
Take your one.
So arteries being the thickest of the two, they then go smaller and they turn into arterioles. We'll talk about why that is. Is that?
No.
So arteries or arterioles.
So I'm just going to go.
Again, think of artery A taking blood away from the heart to the working muscles. Carries blood away from the heart to the muscles and organs.
BE is the
BE.
So this is where arteries and veins are different, Jeff. Arteries have thick walls with good elasticity to withstand the pressure of blood forced out from the heart. We're going to talk about why they're different veins instead.
Oh, is it not?
You will need this. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell the difference.
Oh, please.
Just a stupid son. You mean by blah 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 blah? No. Imagine if it's something like something like you go. You mean by blah blah blah? I run it with my spanner.
I've sent you a lot of shit, so you're probably off the scroll down.
Where's like the skeletal system?
If you check on my Google Drive.
Scale. If I just like.
You might need to write this on the page next to you.
Yeah, I'll look in your Google Drive.
Oh no, you're gonna see something else.
What? What's in there? I don't care.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry. This is where the function was.
What's in this one?
No.
I'm not gonna make fun of you, blood.
So you were supposed to write these in the table. We've briefly written them down, but we'll write them
It's not
more
bad.
detailed instead.
I like this one.
Just write it on the one page.
It's not
Just
bad.
do
I'm
it.
not gonna make fun of you.
Very.
Well, it's
I
gonna
look
be
like
all
a
that
wolf
it's
dog
gonna
when I
be
was young.
artery veins and cool.
Where's the picture?
Where do we write this? Where's the blood vessels?
So we've already done it briefly in the table, that first table. Or if you like Liam, someone who's smart, you've left the table so you can do it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
So it's in here, but you can just do it over here.
Cardiovascular system. Arteries / arterioles. Which mean rolling spanner.
Nah, I'm not running it.
Can I roll you fun?
Well, so
I'm like fully becoming a road man, but I can't stop saying blood.
Into your working muscle.
Away from the heart
Yeah, your organs
to
stop working.
the muscles, and organs.
So not straight away. Obviously, there's already some blood being circulated around the body, but eventually, if there's no more blood,
Anyone
then
saying
that's
stuff
when-
on the live stream? It's dead. It's fucking dead, bro. It's full dead. Live stream is dead. We need email it to everyone after this. After the They
Yeah, so the whole point of antibiotics is to give you more white blood cells,
Thick.
not white blood cells.
all
So that's what it's doing.
good
Yeah. How far is your blood cell?
Yes.
How much blood does an adult have?
Yeah. Alright, so we got that down?
Sir, can I go to the toilet now?
Yeah.
Thank you. When I come back, I better talk.
Close this. Close it, you would. Bro, it's actually good. What did you write here notice? Did you put the veins and the blues? No.
Oh, I can do that.
Hello.
That's what. Hello. Who you watching? Send it to like one of the MCQ.
Look at this. That's so. You know, if he grows that.
That's right. Yellow.
So capillaries. Capillaries link the arterioles, the small arteries, and venules, small vascular. So the wall of capillaries are one cell thin, allowing for diffusion. So that is when it delivers nutrients and oxygen to the muscle. At the lungs, diffusion occurs, so oxygen from the lungs enters the blood, and CO2 from the blood enters the lungs. So that oxygenated blood is going into the bloodstream, the deoxygenated blood is going out the body through the lungs. So this is just an example of that. So the artery, so this is either at the working muscle or can be at the lungs as well. So the artery is bringing the oxygenated blood either where it's getting extracted from the body through a muscle or through the lungs. Now it's deoxygenated through a vein, firstly through the venules, then the veins, arteries, arterioles.
Cool.
What do you mean by Black Lives Matter?
But you put cans in the freezer.
What do you mean by Black Lives Matter?
What?
Black Lives Matter and Black Lives too out here, still wrong with the brother. Yeah, you heard this anyway.
That's probably like top 2 favorite songs, maybe.
Yeah.
I reckon number 1 has to go to Lil's. The zoo coming up. That's probably number 1.
It's Lil's.
How much sneak peek you got there?
This is a light 20 Nick.
That's the last time.
Light 20 Nick.
In your room, you got the 3,000.
Nah, we're not 3,000, that's like 400 bucks.
400? Damn, there's down to like 4 bands. That's an old
Then what's
500
this?
for
Oh,
real.
this is 50 Nick.
No, that's mine. I need my phone. Roll the lad.
Mate, what are you doing, mate?
Bro, this what car I drive.
You drive a Toyota.
Nah, I drive a Google Drive, man.
So I'll go back in a second. Can you please just do some form of a diagram like this? So you got your arteries, oxygenated into your arterioles, diffusion occurs through capillaries. So we'll put them in one. Capillaries, diffusion occurs, goes out through a venule into the vein.
Sun goes down, my zoo comes up.
Is that your laptop? Are you sending emails and someone's account that you shouldn't be?
This is my laptop, so. What's mine? It's mine. It's mine.
Get rolled, lad.
He rolled my laptop.
Your friends have been sending emails off your laptop to you.
Explain to him it's my laptop, Joseph.
It's all good. I trust Andreas.
Oh,
What were you sending, mate?
He installed it and started searching up Glad You Came by Lils.
That's fine. I need to draw this on MS Paint. My mum's laptop.
Oh, you're drunk.
How?
It's not gonna come off, isn't it?
It's not. Bro, it's dead. It's full dead, fam. Oh, yes, I was here. Oh, I got Gibraltar's profile.
yeah, so all these are the ones here.
What do I do, fam?
They're
I
single
don't
staff,
think
they're
catch the
still
stream.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was doing. I was like, oh shit, did he? I thought he would.
Just look at the tab and see BEs and
It's on me. That's so funny.
Not P, it's BE.
BEs and mish.
Should I write B?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even more funny. Oh, man's actually got some good stuff.
Man, the people are gonna love.
Man, you don't even have XXS on this? What is this? That goes hard. Let me just do something for you. You want this one here?
Cool vibes. That's
No offense, Declan is a poof on his Spotify. Like all that fucking Bart Simpson shit.
Bro, you said that slaps.
I'm joking, fam. I'm
Nah.
Jack Harlow's actually like good, bro.
Jack Harlow's a fool.
You're a fool. Who are you into?
he listened to 11 Poof Mars.
Poof Mars, bro. You can't talk, bro.
Nah, Jack Harlow's such a fool.
Compared to Poof Mars, you can't talk.
Nah, Jack Harlow's a fool.
What's it?
Liam, listening to Funky Friday by Dave.
Hey, that's not bad.
That's it.
Funky Friday.
No, I had like one.
Oh, he's actually such a king.
Harrison Bean.
Yeah, he's listening to Pussy Shot every game. Pussy Shot goes hard. What is this? April 22. Okay, he's got logic.
Logic. He's black. Is he white? Is he black?
His dad's black.
Is he absolute? I'm 50% black.
Mike, you're Greek.
Man, 50% black. From the waist down, man. Really?
From the waist down. For some reason, my cock's like more tan than my face.
That's just how it is because it's actually don't be seeing the sunlight.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like pale if it hadn't seen the sunlight? If that makes sense.
Nah, because like the scientific method, like, that's what I'm saying.
We should do some scientific method. One penis outside in the day for the
Yeah, we
whole night, and one inside and see which one's lighter.
Hi, sir, you spot?
Tim snapped in week to the bloody F1.
Did he actually?
He did.
What a king! F1. Dude, I remember when I was in the city and it was the F1. I waited 5 stops for a tram.
Why did you go to the F1?
I didn't go to the F1. I was in the city, but the F1 was in Richmond, I think it was. And there were so many people, so busy.
Anton ran a ladder was probably
I don't get the
Anton,
appeal.
no offense, when I've seen him in real life, he looks like Mac.
Did you see him in real life?
Yeah, I did.
Where?
You
IGA.
saw him at the IGA.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm not ended, bro.
End it.
Nah, we'll go for a whole period. What you mean by black? What?
Dude, you should have seen him dress man in class yesterday. He's such a stranger.
But him and Christian. Yeah.
He just goes like,
Yeah. They just bully Zaki, bro.
Why? Zaki's a G. I was literally hugged Zaki yesterday.
Zaki my G, I sit next to him in English.
I love Zaki.
I love Zaki, but I don't like it. I don't like Jordan's style. Always gay pants, like always like so racist.
It's
So
fine.
veins or venules?
That's just gay house, bro.
Defense. Okay, veins or venules. As we know, they carry blood back to the heart. They have a thick wall. These have less. So the difference between an artery and a vein. So we talked about an artery having a lot of elasticity because they need to pump the blood, whereas veins don't have as much elasticity. They also have one-way valves. So the difference between, if we go back to arteries had good elasticity to withstand the pressure of blood force, so they had thick walls and good elasticity, whereas vessels have a thin wall and less elasticity, and they also have one-way valves. So this is an example of an artery. It's nice and thick. Boys, the walls are nice and thick in the artery. It's got good elasticity, whereas if you look at a vein, the walls are a lot thinner, but it has these valves in it. So these valves, as it's not pumping as aggressively, it's slowly moving back up, but that blood is not moving back down your body because it has these valves. They're only opening. They only open that way. Once it's full, they won't close or go back down. Only opens so the blood goes back to the heart.
Sir,
Yeah.
do you reckon you can get ice in the veins?
What do you know what that means, Joe? Ben?
Like,
Pie face.
Pie face.
Oh, you don't need
I don't know what I'm talking. I'm talking rubbish, sir. Don't worry.
Mate, you spend too much time with the
Wait,
jungle.
wait, sir. Actually, I have a normal question. Why is there like blue veins and red veins? Why aren't they like all one?
So what are blue veins? So what are blue ones?
Oh, they're veins.
Yeah.
And the other ones are arteries.
Arteries.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you cut open your body, they would all sort of look the same. They would be slightly different colours. They would be
Well,
red.
so they wouldn't be like
They
that
would be
color.
red and blue.
That makes sense.
Are they blue? Or is that just the outside of your body? But is that blue or is that just the colour of your
So,
skin?
You're right.
I hit my shin against the end of the
Oh, if you feed your bloody Air Force, you might crease them up, so luckily you hit your shoes.
Surely we call what's his name?
Condom.
No, not
I
Condom.
know you're talking about.
I forgot his name.
Alan Who?
Hugh Martin.
What?
My tutor, my old tutor from like year 8.
Well, they're
You had a tutor?
So like,
I follow his Instagram.
you follow Hugh Martin, him and his dog.
Who's going on? Oh, I actually follow his Instagram.
They're blue veins, the one. They're just so
He told me about his Instagram.
Well, big G.
He told me he's a noob.
My dad's actually
No, he was a G, he was a G.
next week.
Hey!
So
That's so funny. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Hugh
Okay, everyone come
Martin
on.
and his dog, bro.
Was it a dog or a cat?
I think it was a cat or a dog.
So I briefly
One of the
just
two.
talked
Maybe
about that
both.
just then. Victor, what is Victor? What's the difference between arteries and veins?
Who's watching, bro? Who's the care? MJ. Who's
So if we're
that?
talking about just the structure of them, what is the difference?
One's blue, one's red.
No?
One's
Yeah.
thin, one's thick.
Which one?
The artery's thick.
What's thick in it?
The blood.
No?
Something thick.
Good. So in arteries,
That's not fun of it.
the arterial walls, so the walls of the skull. Boys,
That's
I'm going to talk about some people. Does anyone else want to have a go at that question?
What's the question?
What's the main differences between arteries and veins?
Arteries have thicker walls and veins.
Yeah, what else?
Arteries carry blood
No.
away from the
That's true.
heart,
Yeah,
but veins bring them to the heart.
good. We also talked about
She gets it.
the wall of it, so arteries having thicker walls. What else do veins have that arteries don't?
With the exception of
Elastic fibers.
Number one, arteries have higher elasticity. Jeff, do you want to answer this?
No.
Okay, arteries have higher elasticity and thicker walls, whereas veins have thinner walls and they have valves
smack that
inside of them. That is most likely going to be a question that you'll see on your exam. So it's probably a good idea for you to know the difference between the two. One has thick walls, high elasticity, one has thin walls, and valves to prevent backflow. Not necessarily. Okay.
Oh, we're talking smack about him.
We're going to do a quick activity to get your heart
wasn't a part of
moving in
this.
a second. Boys. So, cardiac vascular system, in terms of your heart rate, we do have a few questions.
By the way.
Boys,
Sorry.
Locked on.
after I go through this, we'll have time to talk to each other, we will stand up and we will do something.
Oh, man.
So heart rate is the number of times your heart beats per minute. That is on here somewhere, heart rate, on the following.
That's Liam.
Go, we'll come back, we'll do the next activity.
She was fishing and I was swimming.
Libby, not Libby, Abby.
How's it not there?
I don't know, I don't know.
And then she
We actually be good friend. Cool, very fun.
What?
It's Xavier just laughed.
Good friend, good friend.
Good friend, very funny.
Probably top two. Number one.
Xavier's
Spencer.
top two friends.
I love Spencer.
He's a king. I'll talk to him about bloody CryptoPunks this morning.
But doing Hulk, he deserves a curb stop. Who is this Adu
Okay,
Donnie Sims has entered the
year
chat.
10. So you should have now, you should have heart rate defined on your page. Heart rate being the number of times your heart beats per minute.
Play is 80 grand.
What you're going to do now is you're going to take your resting heart rate, Marley. How we're going to do that is you're going to find the few different ways you can do this. You try and find your pulse there. You try and find your pulse on your wrist. What's an issue with it being at your wrist?
The ice.
I found it.
You found it.
It's very far away from your heart, so it's not going to be very accurate. Whereas if you find it closer to your heart, the more accurate your heart rate is going to be. So we're going to find your resting heart rate, Joe. How we're going to do that is
I found it.
you're going to count for 15 seconds. I'll put a timer on. You're going to count how many beats you got. Then you're going to times that by 4. If you're wearing a watch, it'll tell you automatically.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
If you're
14,
counting out
15.
that, it'll weigh up.
Yeah, you shout out to my brothers back in Birmingham.
Your fun, Morgsfest is gonna be held in Bunjil.
Morgsfest was in Sheffield, you idiot.
No, have you ever been to
Morgs'
Bunjil
mum, Morgs.
in Narre Warren?
Have you ever been to? Have you ever been
Alright, ready?
You've never been to Bunjil, mate.
Do you know Clarence on TikTok?
No, look at
Try and
Bunjil.
find it
Go
first.
down.
This is Bunjil.
What is that? Is that a zoo?
Fuck this huge like
Sit
entertainment.
down,
place.
don't stress yourself out.
It's
Don't
mad.
make your heart rate work. Alright, ready?
How do I find it?
You have to touch your neck.
Yo, it's bad.
I don't have a name.
You don't have a neck.
You go. Should be able to feel.
Bro, Joyce Mans couldn't do this.
That's rude, man. Don't disrespect.
Wait, let me.
Alright, everyone found it?
I'm gonna find it in the armpit.
Alright, count it. Everyone needs to be quiet.
I found it.
That's what it feels. Oh no, sorry.
What?
Alright, time's out by 4.
18 times.
I got 15.
Let me just think about that.
I'll tell you what.
18 times 4 is 7. What was yours?
I got 15, so 15 times 4 is 16.
For someone your age, it depends on a few different things.
Yeah,
Somewhere between
What did you get into? I
55
couldn't find it.
and 70.
Do you want to say that to my face? Yes, it's on his. Get up.
That's it,
Oh.
50.
No.
So it'll depend on the
Kiss me!
So girls will have higher resting heart rate. Why would that be?
Because they're scared.
Maybe. Physically,
I'll crack my back.
would you say males are bigger or females are bigger?
Females will be better.
Or males are bigger, so females typically have smaller hearts, meaning there should be more times a minute. It's probably not a good time to compare each other in year 10, because you guys are on a different race, but with someone with my age, you're going to see the males.
He is, bro. He stitched on me, bro.
Alright, what are you going to do? Everyone stand up. Everyone stand up.
Oh, yes, let's go.
Put a chair in front of you.
Fartlek training, man.
Oh, it's just fartlek training session.
Actually, is.
What do we do in the fartlek training?
Crazy, mate.
What are you doing, Aiden?
What? I didn't say who it was.
Nah, bro. What are you doing, Gaiden
It
Cram?
wasn't me, it was okay.
Bro, I like full messed up my thing because the kid like meowed. It totally wasn't my
Get
fault.
down to the front.
Oh, some dope.
My head went. For the next minute, we're going to do step up. So on your chair, you're going to step up. As soon as that 1 minute is up, I'll put on another 15-second timer. You're going to take your heart rate again, and we're going to discuss your results. Ready? So mine before.
I before he stepped up to say.
Relax.
Oh God.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Joey, mate, you're off the beat.
Someone's gonna fall off.
Hey, check out the tricks, lad. Hey, okay. Hey, you're on the
I'm full killing it, bud.
Oh, no way. Bro, you got mad hops.
Mad hops.
Oh, lost the count. You're not meant to count how many you do, you sped. Oh, shit.
4, 3,
I'm up to 16.
1. Alright, stop. Alright. Find your heart rate.
What?
Find your heart rate. Everyone got it? Alright, ready?
Sir,
It's
mine's
here.
not-
3, 2,
Sir, mine's
1,
gonna run
take
out,
it.
bro.
Alright,
33. Hey,
Because I'm a chungus.
actually, that's not birds up high, it's birds up low.
Yeah, bud, you don't want the smoke farm. Don't come around my ends.
I will come around now.
Okay.
You kind of do. It's weird.
It is a
Wait,
bit
boy.
weird. Sorry, sir. Rolled my spanner. I want to see that on film now because I was just jumping around in circles.
Okay, talk to the person next to you. Compare results. What did you got before?
I got 31.
Couldn't find it.
I got 31. I was 83.
What did it go to? What was it up there?
83.
Owns it. Oh, look at me go.
What is yours went from to?
Mine,
72 to
130.
Yep.
I got 31.
It was something to 144.
Oh. Did one of you guys fart?
Sorry, my bad. No, I'm joking.
Not bad, Phil.
Holy.
Okay.
Dude, what stinks? Something actually stinks.
You turn your attention to the front.
Roll my spanner.
Alright. So everyone in here
I'm gonna need my shirt,
should
bro.
have seen a dramatic increase in their heart rate from their resting to whatever it was that you got after that 1 minute of exercise. So the lower your heart rate is, the more efficient and healthy your cardiovascular system is. So if you had a resting heart rate of somewhere between 40 something, that would mean that your cardiovascular system works extremely efficiently. So it means your heart requires less beats to pump the same amount of blood around your body as someone who's got a higher heart rate. Also means that your diffusion occurs more efficiently, so your capillaries can diffuse more blood to your working muscle, so you don't require as much blood. Same as when you start working, so if I'm doing a 20-minute submaximal circuit, same as someone who's overweight or obese, who would have the lower heart rate?
Not overweight person.
Because if you are overweight or if you're unfit, your body does not extract oxygen as efficiently, it doesn't send oxygen around the body as efficiently. So, your maximum heart rate. So, no one should have got near their maximum heart rate for that. If you did, probably a bit concerning. So, your maximum heart rate is 220 beats per minute. So, take away your age. So, for example, if you're 16, 220 take away 16, 204 beats per minute is your max heart rate. That's how you work around your sub-maximal and maximal working, the percentage of your heart rate. We talked about that briefly.
I didn't watch this. It was clickbait.
The average adult has around 5 litres of blood in your body. That's also on here somewhere.
And he's English, so
On the first page, 5 litres of blood in your body is the average.
What is this?
This is Liam's favourite YouTuber.
How is it?
He's a FIFA guy, and Liam hates him.
I like, what's his name?
Okay. You guys are all staring at Libby's iPad. I'm assuming she's doing something that's
Playing Subway Surfers, probably.
2 hours ago.
That game is bang.
okay.
I don't use keys. I don't use keys.
What is keys? Oh, I know what you mean. Honestly, what does it matter?
I've got about 9 more minutes of talking.
You're a pussy if you do.
What's his shirt?
Okay.
What's his shirt?
Mr. Hendry got a new shirt.
So there are different things that influence your heart rate. So the factors that affect your heart rate, whether that be your resting heart rate or your working heart rate, these are all things that would impact on that. What's this?
That's just relaxing.
Your family dinner? Your diet?
That's not a dinner. Who eats fruit at dinner?
Your diet definitely impacts on your heart rate.
Your mum's got a good
If you were to eat a lot of unhealthy foods, what would that do to your heart rate?
0.1.
What is obesity very strongly linked to? With what
Australia's
sort
is
of
lowest
diseases?
viewing.
Diabetes.
What?
What other diseases?
Cancer.
Fair play.
Heart attack.
Actually, like,
Heart
bank?
disease, heart attacks.
I doubt it.
So if you are eating unhealthy food, that has a direct correlation to coronary heart disease, to heart attacks.
Like in Kazakhstan.
Because a lot of salt does what?
Kazakhstan.
Mate,
Waffle.
Good.
Somebody
You have a lot of
in
salt your
Volleyball,
diet.
Kazakhstan.
How's Kazakhstan related to that?
Mother.
If you have a lot of salt in your diet, it ends up with your capillaries being blocked. So it hardens up your capillary walls, so they become thinner and thinner. And if they're blocked, what's going to happen? Not as much blood gets through. So if not as much blood gets through, what might happen, Aiden?
You might have a heart attack.
You might have a stroke, you might have a heart attack.
I eat a lot of salt.
That's 57. Someone at your age, not too bad though. Alright, age. Why would age impact? Why would someone your age have a very different resting heart rate to somebody 88?
Because we're at our prime.
No, what is this?
You're still going, yes? But your body is working a lot more efficiently. Your body is working a lot more efficiently than someone who is 88.
Yeah,
so their
fine.
heart rate would be, their max heart rate would be a lot lower, but their resting heart rate would probably be a lot higher.
Meine Mutter.
That is why a lot of old people are not physically capable of doing things, because their heart rate then is not as efficient. They can't use that to be physically active. Next one, the temperature.
I feel like
Why would Victor? Why are you touching Jet's legs?
Bro, I said something
Alright,
three
we got
times. I'm not
It's
touching legs, bro.
It's got nothing.
Look at them.
Would you expect your heart rate to be
Oh,
higher?
it's got nothing.
Look at me.
Look at me, bruh.
Hey, Aussies since when are Aussies young?
I'm not Australian, I'm New Zealand.
Boys,
Wait, mate, what? Is this the 100 niche?
boys! That's enough.
Yes.
Victor, if it was hotter, would you expect your resting heart rate girls to be higher or lower? Higher, why is that?
Go buzz.
What does that mean? How does your body release heat?
Sweat.
Good. What did it say about sweat? What did that require? Plasma. So if you need more plasma, you need to release more heat through sweat. You need more blood circulated around your body. It's what's called vasodilating. So your blood vessels dilate, so they get bigger. So that the blood goes closer to the skin and we release more heat through sweat. If it gets colder then, what would you expect?
I do the opposite.
Lower.
They vasoconstrict, so they get smaller. Cool. Exercise, so the fitter you are, what would you expect your resting heart rate to be?
Lower.
Lower. Your body works more efficiently. As I've briefly talked about with the girls, males are expected to have lower heart rates because physiologically their hearts are bigger. So that means it should work and pump more blood out per beat. So they shouldn't require as a high heart rate. But that is not always the case. It depends on the individual. And last one, caffeine. What does caffeine do to your heart rate? Good. Increases your heart rate. Increases your central nervous system, so speeds up your central nervous system, so your heart rate increases. Alright, just jot them down. 6 factors that affect heart rate. Diet, age, temperature, exercise level, gender, and caffeine. Yeah.
Campaign, collab and video together.
Go down.
Yeah.
Technically, you should be able to work within 5.
What's he got?
That'd be your absolute.
What do you casually jumping up and down?
It would have been, you taking that would have been as accurate.
Or being dead.
You will be.
My resting heart rate was 80.
Is it past
How much money you make?
My
No, this is.
I'll come back in about 5 minutes.
He put his whole love story on his YouTube channel.
From who?
That's it.
From who? By who?
Nerdy N64.
Whose love story to who though?
The John Win. Nah, that's it. On my hood.
John Wayne.
What?
How'd you, what?
This is old news though.
So how did he roll your watch?
He's very intimidating.
Far out.
He rocked his ass.
And I tried to drill that bloke at Woodlands Park and it didn't even work. That's a joke. It's a joke. Why is Ahmed here? Who's Ants?
Which one?
It's
Second one, age.
Wait, yeah, do it.
Diet.
Bruh, who answered? So you leave.
What's you remember Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter roll my spanner.
Shush.
No, I won't.
Food, age, temperature.
Who's better? Boxy Jet or Nerdy N64?
That's a pretty big debate.
Nah, that's it.
I don't know, because they both do different
Boxy Jet
or Nerdy
N64.
Oh, nerdy Ant.
Really? You're over Nerdy
Boxy Jet
N64?
or Nerdy N64?
Caffeine.
Or Nerdy N64?
I reckon I might have to go with Foxy Jet for that.
Really? The mice and the monsters?
Because I prefer the My Singing Monster. Yeah, which is that channel.
Bottom line?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that My Singing Monsters content. The My Singing Monsters content goes high.
They broke up.
Hey,
Oh, that's me.
with who? With the safety instructor. With
They're in the stand. I was just I was not you thought everyone's like, bro, I have
Before you leave, I'm gonna get short back.
At the famous son, actually no. Middle child. Most related.
That's relatable.
So,
So Simpson.
just to summarise that, boys, just to summarise that, eating a meal also increases your heart rate to aid with digestion.
Shall I get a members on that?
So your small intestine ones, your large intestine ones, for them to move the food through your body.
I'd become a member.
Boys, for them to move food through your body requires your heart to be pumping to supply those organs with blood. Exercise, your heart rate will increase with exercise. Age, your max heart rate will reduce with age. Gender, males generally have a lower resting heart rate as their heart is slightly bigger. Drugs stimulate the body to increase your heart rate, so we talked about caffeine.
Blood, that's where they're like.
Body temperature, if you're hot, your heart rate can increase to cool you
I
down.
had to take a blood test because they were like,
Next one,
hey,
altitude.
cancer that big.
The higher the
Yeah,
altitude,
sure,
Joe,
yeah. Sorry,
the higher the altitude, what would that do to your heart
increase it?
rate? Why is that?
Oh, because there's less oxygen.
Oh, no, there's less, the higher you go,
Thank you.
Constantly spinning.
Holly, the higher you go,
That's why
Natalia,
I'm climb out Everest.
the higher you go, the less oxygen there is available. So your heart rate needs to increase in order to pump more around your body. That's why you see people at the top of Everest, they need an oxygen tank. I went to South America 3 years ago. I was at 3,500 meters.
Did you climb the big mountain?
And we climbed one of the
Yeah, I'm
mountains
like
and we
South
ran
America,
literally 10
like,
meters. After 10 meters, your heart was
shops
pumping
and
out of your
stuff,
chest, you were just
like,
exhausted. So we did a hike over 4 days, and we
It's
only
got
did about
fancy
10
things
days, but it just took
and
forever.
just like
Slowly
shop
move,
pay like the
less
government send
oxygen,
amount of
more
money to
exhausting,
like-
your heart rate working up.
It's
Emotions, the more
Tim's
stressed
there.
you
I
are,
don't really.
the higher your
Tim's
heart
always
rate
trying to
will
go to South America.
Joe, if you're calm, what do you reckon that'll do to your heart rate?
Make it chill, like
Yeah, it's
not fast.
Hot drinks such as coffee, caffeine, body composition in terms of how much you weigh, and illness. If you're sick, what usually happens to your heart rate?
Goes down.
Usually increases. I don't know about you, Joe, but
No, but if I got like if I'm dying, it's going down.
Yeah, if you're dying, it's like.
No, it goes. Doo, doo,
yeah, we do. This is the last thing I'll go through today.
That's if you're dying, not if you're
Alright, these terms
Dad's
can get
saying.
quite confusing. Well, you really need to pay attention right now. They don't really, well, Q is weird how Q is going to relate to certain things, but we'll figure it out.
You do. Itchy knee
So
Sunday.
SV is pretty easy, Joe. SV means stroke volume. So this is on your table here. Stroke volume is the amount of blood ejected from the left ventricle per each beat contraction of the heart. The SV is larger for a trained athlete. So if you're trained and you're fit, your blood will pump more oxygenated blood out of your heart per beat, which is why your heart rate will be lower. Yeah? So it's pumping more blood out per beat, so it does not require your heart to beat as many times per minute.
So just resting at 80 seconds.
What's that for breakfast?
Really?
Okay, so that's your stroke
I had
volume.
guava juice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Whereas your cardiac
With big
output.
spray. With big with raspberry on top.
Andreas, give me 1 more minute at a time. Your cardiac output is different to stroke volume because it is the amount of blood ejected from the left ventricle of the heart per minute. Per minute, not per beat. Stroke volume was per beat. This is per minute. So you need to use the following equation to figure out someone's
Yes.
cardiac output.
Nice.
So, it is calculated, total cardiac output, by your heart rate times your stroke volume. So Q at rest is 6 litres per minute. Q at maximum for an untrained athlete is 22 litres per minute. 22 litres per minute is how much your heart is pumping out if you're untrained. For a highly trained athlete, they're able to pump out
Make sure you've got it all.
around 6 more litres
I was write this down.
per minute. So how many litres of blood did you have in your body? 5. So they're able to do
Thanks.
6 more litres per minute. If you're having more blood circulating around your body, what does that mean for your working muscles? Good. So Q maximally for a highly trained, so Q maximally for an elite athlete like Joe would be 35 litres per minute.
Only Joe.
Me.
What would an untrained athlete be?
Holly.
Just anyone that doesn't regularly participate in physical activity.
Like I said.
So what is the advantage of having a higher Q while exercising? We just talked about that. What is the advantage of having more blood ejected from the left ventricle per heart beat per minute? What's the advantage of that, Victor? That's right. Yeah, like I said before, you're having more blood circulating around your body, so your body is working more efficiently. So when you write Q, when you're writing cardiac output, write Q equals heart rate times stroke volume. Again, that is probably going to be under exam. You might need to figure out someone's cardiac output. I'm sure the next few slides we're going to talk about that part. As I said, next Thursday I'm down on football, I believe. So you'll be continuing to work through this PowerPoint.
That's actually sick.
Well, you're going to come to the catch up, and I'll see you. I'll come to the catch up.
Before you leave, I'm not in my shirt back.
That's for my LA sisters, man.
Those are my LA hoes.
But you know, like they made it look like GDA in LA or like something like that.
Shut up.
Nah, that's it.
That's it. Yeah,
Shut the
that's
fuck
it.
up. Okay.